Every day, shocking acts are caught on camera.
Stop it! Why are you naked?
But these lawless individuals leave nothing to the imagination.
This dude is butt naked.
He's naked. He got the pants on.
On this episode,
Holy
a dangerous high-speed chase.
white dude, naked as a jaybird, on an ATV.
Hey, put your hands up! Put your hands up!
A neighborhood bandit on the loose.
It's something out of a horror movie.
A police standoff has a family trapped.
I was in shock, so I got my pistol for protection for my sons.
And deputies face off against an armed suspect.
They make them jump right out of the truck, guns a-blazing.
Down on the ground now!
It's 2 a.m. in a suburb of Orlando, and the neighborhood is about to slide into chaos.
This incident starts when a local resident is awakened to the sound of breaking glass.
And what they find is a completely naked man standing in their garage.
The resident immediately calls 911. But then the perpetrator goes right next door and does the same thing.
911, where is your emergency?
Here at my house, there's an intruder in my house. He's naked. He just ran out of my house. He's naked, bleeding. His head's cut, his leg's cut. He's really busted up.
When you enter someone's house in the middle of the night, you expect that that home is occupied. And so the fact that the suspect doesn't try to leave the area and continues to enter her home tells me that he certainly could be a danger.
Within minutes of the 911 call, a deputy from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office arrives.
Hey, put your hands up! Put your hands up!
And quickly realizes he's stepped into a situation that could spiral out of control.
I got one running, going westbound behind just the fence. He's naked.
The only thing that I would imagine is in the officer's mind is, we need to get this guy into custody. He's gonna hurt himself and or someone else.
He's in the pool. Still running. Get back here! You're gonna get fucking tased. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
It's something out of a horror movie. And you're going, what happened to this guy?
Hey, settle down. It's the sheriff's office, okay? You're bleeding. Let us get you handcuffed and get you medical attention, okay? He's slippery, he's slippery. Yeah, I know.
He's resisting right now. I can't get the other hand behind his back. Hands behind your back. Stop resisting!
He's non-compliant, he's resisting arrest, he's saying things that just don't make sense.
Hey, settle down.
And then, of course, he's greased himself up.
This guy looks like he's been working in a garage for 10 hours on diesel trucks. You're thinking exposure, bloodborne pathogens, disease. Who knows what he rubbed on himself or who knows where it came from.
The deputies finally secure the slippery suspect and notice that he's besmeared by some type of strange substance.
And it's on his arm, too, that pink. Oh, okay. It's like a paste.
Yeah.
What's all over you, man? Well, we definitely know he doesn't have anything on him, so.
Smells like toothpaste.
When the deputy says it smells like toothpaste, you can hear the elation in his voice. Like he's a little less stressed out, thinking that maybe this is something pleasant he's rubbed on himself.
The thing that I want to know right now is it gonna mess up my uniform?
I don't even want to see, all right?
Yeah, I don't want to see me either.
Police officers, you take away their badge and their uniform, they're just like the rest of us. And it's really hard to all of a sudden come across this guy. How are they gonna handle him? Do they have the gloves? These are all logistical issues, but they're very valid issues because it's not every day that you come across this sort of horror.
They're absolutely dumbfounded about who this guy is and what the hell do you have on you, guy?
I don't want to see what's on me,
Though the deputies have full control of the incident, the owner of the second home the suspect broke into arrives on scene.
You're lucky they got you before I did.
Is that a yes? You know who he is?
I have no idea who that is.
I'm a lifeguard is what I am.
You're a fucking lucky you're not dead, homie.
There was a lot of opportunity for things to go much worse. When you're in a state where the residents are empowered to use their weapons legally in defense of themselves or their property, it won't be long before he's got a couple holes in him.
After the police speak to the homeowner of the first house, the mystery behind the makeup of the lathery substance is revealed.
Eventually, the deputies discover that it's just 3 things he's covered in: grease, peppermint oil, and his own blood.
The suspect is arrested and identified as 34-year-old Blake Talkman. Talkman is charged with 2 counts of burglary, 3 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, 2 counts of criminal mischief under $1,000, resisting arrest with violence, and giving a false name upon being arrested. And Talkman's criminal history makes the events of this night all the more chilling.
This situation, as scary as it was, it could have been a whole lot worse. It turns out that this guy had just made bail a week earlier for breaking and entering into another home. So this crime clearly could have escalated.
At around 4 p.m., the Lamar Police Department in Johnson County, Arkansas, respond to a call of a stolen vehicle.
Officers are told by the owner of a white pickup truck that his truck and a trailer had been stolen earlier.
Less than 10 minutes later, an Arkansas State Police trooper spots the vehicle traveling west on Interstate 40. The driver of the truck refuses to pull over, and a pursuit begins.
From the officer's dash cam, we can see that this stolen pickup truck pulling a trailer is traveling in excess of 70 miles per hour.
The person who had called 911, who had reported his truck stolen, also told authorities that there were several loaded weapons in this vehicle.
The officers have a lot to worry about because even if the person stops or if they crash, they may jump right out of the truck, guns a-blazing.
This truck continues to veer from left to right, seemingly undeterred, for about 10 miles.
In a small town of fewer than 2,000 people, with only 6 deputies, a speeding, stolen vehicle full of loaded weapons is a big problem. A problem made worse when the truck intentionally swerves.
Was losing an icebox out the back.
In law enforcement lingo, they call it debris, but this is not a light matter, okay? There would be obstacles on the highway and it could block cars. Cars could get into crashes because of these objects flying around, and somebody could get killed.
Be aware there's debris on the highway,
Law enforcement radios to units up ahead to set up a spike strip to deflate the truck's tires and force the driver to finally pull over.
49, can you see, I believe, front left tire's been hit? 10-40.
Yeah, they got hit.
At this point, at least the vehicle is stopped, but the threat's not over for the officers. They know that this person is definitely not in the right state of mind. They know that there's loaded guns in the car, and they know that they still need to make contact with the driver to see what's going on.
Get on the ground! Here's a female. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
It's a woman wearing a t-shirt on her head and a jacket, and she's completely naked. And she starts running towards these officers.
So it's always alarming when you stop a car when the driver pops out of the vehicle right away without being told to do so. In this case, she's also naked, which is a whole nother alarming part of this equation.
Get down on the ground! Down on the ground! Down on the ground now! Down on the ground!
The officers take her down to the ground, put her in handcuffs, and while it may seem a little harsh, they wanted to be sure to get her into custody as quickly as possible.
This is a totally appropriate response from officers on the scene, given what's happened up to this point.
And she had that pistol right there.
With the high speeds, the failure to stop, the loaded trailer, the possibility of loaded guns in the car. There's so many things that could have gone south in this situation. Thankfully, police officers were able to stop her, apprehend her, and stop anything further from happening.